Imagine saving for years, working full time, your partner working full time, and still being outbid on every home by corporation and individual with multiple home buying cash. For millions of Americans, the American dream of home ownership has evaporated into inflated prices and shrinking prospects. Whether buying a home, renting, or planning for a family, the housing crisis harms the younger generations. Mil- um, Millennials and Gen Zs face the least affordable market in modern US history. I have researched housing data from the Federal Reserve, Pew Research, and Harvard's Joint Center for Housing Studies. I have also been preparing to purchase a home and have experienced the issues firsthand. Today, I will persuade you that restoring housing affordability requires three key actions: recognizing the major causes of unaffordable housing, limiting large scale private equity purchases, and expanding first time home buyers support and zoning reforms. Let us begin by understanding why housing becomes so unaffordable. First, we understand the major causes of the housing affordability crisis. The Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas in 2024 reports that mortgages payments relative to income and the highest they have been since the 1980s due to low supply, rising in, um, interest rates, increases in, investor activity. According to a 2024 um, report from the Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas, millions of homeowners are locked into ultra low interest rates during COVID. They refuse to sell and double or triple the interest they pay on a new mortgage. This has demolished supply. At the same time, raising prices have made a down payment difficult for renters and new home owner buyers. The issue with the system is that despite being the generation that has saved the best, the system is systematically against new buyers. One of the biggest barriers is corporate ownership. Secondly, secondly, the government must limit large-scale corporate purchases of single-family homes. Harvard's Joint Center for Housing Studies in 2024 confirmed that institutional investors purchasing large numbers of homes have reduced the supply for families and prices. As highlighted in the 2024 Harvard Housing Report, private equity firms buy thousands of homes in cash. They usually purchase them above asking prices and turn them into rentals. This has resulted in cycle of high rent and inability to save for purchases. Reasonable restrictions like increased property taxes for investor owned properties would allow families to purchase homes. This would bring this will bring families to the market, but limiting investors is not enough. We need to empower families directly. Finally, we must expand first time homebuyers programs and promote zoning reform and increased supply. Pew Research Center in 2024 report that one third of U.S. households are burdened by housing, especially renters and young adults. Public support for intervention is growing. According to Pew Research in 2024, down payment assistance, first time homebuyers credit, and associable loan help families break into the market. Zoning reforms allow construction of affordable housing and increase supply long term. A balanced approach supporting buyers and increasing supplies is the only solution to restoring fairness. Let me conclude by tying these key ideas together. Today, I showed that restoring affordability requires understanding the causes of the crisis, limiting corporate bulk purchases of homes, and expanding programs for first time buyers while increasing housing supply. By taking these steps, the federal government can resolve the housing crisis and make the American dream achievable again. Finally, if we want a good future where young families can buy homes without competing with businesses, we must enact policies that put people first. Housing is a key part of life, not an investment for Wall Street. Thank you.